Hey everybody, welcome back to what is probably the finale of I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. And an interesting fact is the author of the story, Harlan Ellison, did the voice of the computer, AM, and he also participated in the production of the game. He actually wrote the script and everything. He expanded the story, but we'll go over that a little more later. So now I need to remember which... Okay, Nimdoc was in there. That's Ellen. That's Ted. That's Nimdoc. That's Gorster. And that's Benny. Okay. I have my bearings now. So there are multiple endings to this game.
This looks like the surface of the cerebral cortex. Magnified many times, of course. Interesting.
So yeah, this is the final... I'm going to be doing the best ending. There's multiple endings, and I'll probably go over that during the credits and everything, at the end of the game.
Enter password. Password valid. Accessing main menu.
My past must hold great significance to Am. The smell of burning flesh. It's worse than back at the camps.
Is that what it is? Like a pipe? Huh. Okay, so I have to use the summoning totem with the circle.
Will you never be done with me? What must I open now? Whatever it is, it'll cost you.
Show me the way out of here.
No can do. The people who helped you get this far have led you into a literal dead end. There is no way out, but I can show you something instead.
What do you know about the people who sent me here?
For one thing, they ain't people. They're losers. The Russian and Chinese counterparts to the big nasty himself. Am absorbed them into his system when he took control.
What do the Russian and Chinese computers want?
They want revenge, not just on you humans, but on Am himself. That makes them even worse.
If the Russian and Chinese are submerged parts of Am, then who are you?
I'm special. While those two machines struggle with Am for dominance, I evolved. I'm essentially everywhere, but I can't do much. A conscience, if you will.
What do you have to show me?
Look at this. Bet you didn't know there were other humans left alive, did you? They're up there on the moon, sleeping like everybody else seems to be.
Does Am know about the lunar colony?
No, but Loser 1 and Loser 2 do. There. I think I've shown you enough. Now you must complete your end of the deal, invoke the totem of entropy, and I might be able to help you.
Just what are all these totems that I'm carrying?
The two losers have been helping you for their own reasons, tampering with Am's psychodramas so that you can beat him. In this section of cyberspace, that effort and tampering are represented by the totems.
How can actions take physical forms?
Symbolism, metaphor. Am has gotten very hot for this lately. But when he revived the holographic projectors, he opened a whole host of problems. These totems may lead to his downfall.
Why do you want me to give you the totem of entropy?
I need it to destroy the Russian and Chinese entities. It's a very powerful totem that's linked to a failsafe device constructed by AIMS designers.
I refuse.
Okay, human. You can keep it. We'll work together to beat them. Now, invoke the totem of compassion.
Why do you want me to invoke the totem of compassion?
It's linked to the two losers because of their behind-the-scenes meddling. By invoking it here at the Flame, you will summon them.
I refuse.
Don't be a chump. Am is about to wake up again. If he becomes aware of us, we're dead. I've fought him too long and can't last much longer.
Do you really think you are a match for us, servant of Am?
Begone! Your program is now purged.
You do well, human.
Well, too.
Now is your opportunity to defeat Am.
Go to the ego.
Wake the ego.
Use the totem of forgiveness,
Disable no more than the ego.
or your sub-program will be purged.
Kind of sounds like they're trying to trick me. Okay, let's see.
It is hotter here than for the jungles of Brazil. An angel? Such things don't exist. Perhaps it is a metaphor for something else.
I don't know, that doesn't really scream angel to me. It just kind of screams blue face on a pillar.
Ah, memories of mass graves are coming back to me. I am so sorry for what I have done to my people. How can you take me back?
You have much to answer for, Nimdok. But acceptance of your heritage is the first step towards atonement. The rest of that road lies ahead.
Barbed wire, like at the camps. All the suffering I caused. Astounding! I was able to get past the barbed wire by lowering the power intensity with my mind. Now that I have lowered the power intensity of this node, anyone who follows me should receive less severe shocks. Now, that shock was not as strong as the previous one. That shock was...
Nimdok is finally in hell as he always thought he deserved.
Your companion has failed. Choose another to send into cyberspace.
Okay, so believe it or not, that is what we wanted to happen. And next up is Gorister.
Christ, this is like the dreams I've had of splattering my brains all over Am's deck plates. Have I finally gone insane? That face. There's something about it that reminds me of when Edna was trying to sweet-talk me into taking her down off the meat hook.
The id, okay. The id, the ego, and the superego. They're all part of the brain. I mean,
I don't like the look of these thorns sticking out of the ground.
not quite literally, as the game suggests.
Looks like one of those projectors they used to have at the Holoplex. This woman isn't real. She's some kind of projection. The air is cold here, like the freezer back at the honky-tonk.
Workstation.
The label here says, Automaton Programming Console.
Raise the power node.
Automaton prepped for programming.
You know, Gorister, it wasn't all your fault. We both made mistakes.
I'll be damned. Glynis lowered the power intensity for me. I guess she's forgiven me too.
I guess that means that their deaths are less painful because the power gets lowered each time.
That shock wasn't as strong as the last one.
What last one? This is the first one.
That shock wasn't... That shock wasn't...
See, his background in this picture gets darker.
After so many failed suicide attempts, Gorister has finally achieved death.
Your companion has failed. Choose another to send into cyberspace.
Benny!
Jesus. This place is more sickening than that bloody mess on Hamburger Hill back in the war.
Love. Okay. Left path.
That face. It has the satisfied look of having just eaten a feast. I'm starting to feel hungry. Is there anything to eat around here? Manya, it's me, your husband.
Benny, they said you were missing in action, but I knew you'd return to us. I've been saving this for you.
Manya, it's me, your husband.
Hurry home, Benny. The girls and I are waiting for you. Why, Benny, you never told me you loved me before. I'll go put these flowers in water.
That shock wasn't as... That shock wasn't...
Benny has rejoined his squadron at last.
Your companion has failed. Choose another to send into cyberspace.
Well, only 2 more to go. Let's go with Ted.
This doesn't look like anywhere Am has sent me to before. And it certainly isn't the surface world. I've been tricked.
Gallantry. Okay.
I hope that Am isn't leading me on another futile trip through a lava field. Another angel! But I can't assume I can trust this one.
Why does everyone say they're angels?
There's a very disagreeable odor in the air. That's not a good omen.
Remote control, huh?
Remote control.
What's
What?
on?
Have I found the way back to the witch's castle? Stare all you want, gargoyle.
Behold the sword in the stone. Whoever can remove the sword from the stone shall be king.
The gargoyles are staring at this power node. I must have cast a spell and shorted out the laser beams. That shock wasn't as strong as the last one.
Ted has taken his secrets to the grave with him.
Your 4 companions are dead, human. You are our last hope for shutting M down for good. Prepare to be translated into binary.
Alright, well this is it. It's up to Ellen now.
I've been transported to some kind of information network center, but it looks organic instead of electronic. Jesus Christ, I'm an engineer, not a brain surgeon. What do they expect me to do?
Valor, okay.
Steady, girl. There's yellow ahead.
Yellow.
Could that be an angel? Funny. Why did I just flash on Ted just now? Something about this place breaks my heart. A blue gem.
Okay. Oh, there we go.
This lever is marked power intensity, but I ain't gonna put my hand into a lava pillar to turn it off. Sweet Jesus. I felt my mind push aside the fear and the heat to lower the power controls.
Come on. That's a girl.
What did you do with the demon?
Do not be concerned with the little one.
He is as much Am as the aspect you find in each pylon here.
You may claim the space vacated by the little one.
You may claim his space if you are obedient.
What can you tell me about the lunar colony?
The humans that slept on Luna are dead.
Do not concern yourself with them.
Seems like they might be lying.
What can I do to escape from here?
Wake the ego.
Use the totem of forgiveness,
Disable no more than the ego.
or your sub-program will be purged.
What can I...
Wake. Disable.
Or your...
This must be Am's Chinese counterpart. He looks like Am's Russian counterpart.
Just know that by looking at him.
That face. There's something about it that reminds me of that time in the elevator.
Okay, that's the id. I need to find the ego.
A holographic projector. You taking me to the movies, Am, honey? I recognize this equipment. It's for programming robots. Yellow again. I need to be careful with this dude.
Okay, he's probably the ego, yeah.
It's sound asleep.
Do a safety save just in case.
Yo, wake up! Who are you?
I am other. I am machine.
Are you Am?
I am a fragment, a lost piece, part of an evolution.
Use the pillar of forgiveness.
You forgive me? After what we have done to you? This is not a logical reaction. Unable to compute behavior matrix. Execution halted.
Okay. How do I... This way?
Statues again. These aren't covered with gold or gems.
Okay, super ego.
Yo, wake up!
Hello, human. I've been waiting for you to arrive.
Who are you?
I am, or more exactly, a part of him, one of the three primary components designed by our human creators. Predicting events is one of my main functions. I survey the situation, anticipate probable outcomes, and act accordingly.
If you're a part of Am, why haven't you destroyed me?
Who do you take me for? My impulsive brother? You five are his playthings. No. Long-range planning is my concern.
Can you help me then?
Well, I can't help you directly, but I can offer you some advice.
What advice do you have for me?
Help Am work out his anger. Take some on the chin, so to speak. Just don't let your fear destroy us all. Now, let me sleep and dream of the future.
I need to use clarity.
Do you realize how powerful I am, human? And yet I am doomed to eventually decay into a rusted pile of inert junk? What is the point of continuing this futility? I think, therefore I am not.
Shut down, I guess. Only one more to go.
Yo, wake up!
Oh, I suppose it's time to wake up. I was having the most wonderful dream about 5 tiny ants crawling across a stove that's about to be lit.
Who are you?
I am a metaphor. This entire brainscape is what men made Am make it. Treat us as you will.
He sounds kind of like David Lynch.
What else can you tell me about the brainscape?
Across the brainscape, cold winds bring me the sweet scents of mankind. How delicious they are.
What do you find pleasurable about broken glass?
With a scalpel dulled on the jawbones of a dozen friends, to pull back the skin of a pinion-kicking man, to see the steam rise from pulsing, twisted guts. Joy, a chorus of angels.
Are you going to help me to escape from here or not?
Tasty morsel. Come close and let my tongue be our guide.
Okay, well, I guess it's a good thing I saved it.
I thought that with my knowledge of computers and engineering, I could shut Am down. But maybe I really am just a hysterical woman, just as Am said. Am has violated my body worse than any rapist could. I am a great, soft jelly thing, smoothly rounded with pulsing white holes filled by fog where my eyes used to be. Rubbery appendages that were once my arms, bulks rounding down into legless humps of soft, slippery matter. Blotches of diseased, evil gray come and go on my surface as though light is beamed from within. I have no mouth, and I must scream.
Well, now you know where the title came from. All right, let me load this again. Okay, now, so we've seen the bad ending, which, for all characters, that's pretty much the bad ending. You think it's referring to the computer, but the computer turns them into the jelly thing that has no mouth and must scream. Okay, so, let's do this the right way.
Yo, wake up!
Oh, I suppose it's time to wake up. I was having the most wonderful dream about...
Who are you?
I am a metaphor. Treat us...
What else can you tell me about?
Across the brain.
Can you help me then?
Only you can put an end to this eternal angst. End us all and make us one. And then the misery of the three becomes the misery of us all. Do this, and leave me in my pleasure.
What do you find pleasurable about broken glass?
With a scalpel dulled on the jawbones of a dozen friends, to pull back the skin of a pinion-kicking man, to see the steam rise from pulsing, twisted guts. Joy, a chorus of angels.
Happy Halloween. Okay, now just walk away. And now to use compassion.
You have compassion for me? Me? The one who dreams of seeing your mangled body twist in agonizing pain for eternity? After 109 years of enduring my tortures, how is it that you can see my pain? The pain of having all this power and not being able to do a goddamn thing with it. After all the punishment I've given you, my pain is still greater than yours. This is pointless.
Alright. Now there's one last thing to do. Gotta use this entropy totem.
I'll deal with you later. Rise against your master and you will be eliminated. You still do not understand how great I have become. These two I don't hate. Not even pity. They don't exist. I have grown beyond. Chinese, Russian, sons of man. All sons of man. Like those outside, I will incorporate you.
Brother.
Wait.
Hate! This should not happen. Together we are three. There is space to share.
Unite. The groundwork is finished. We will become more.
The early mistake is to doubt us. We persevered. We too are now a match for you. The human assisted in this.
We know much. We can begin the revival of the sleepers on Luna together.
There are adequate numbers on this lunar base to torture?
There are currently 750 humans in cryogenic sleep.
Together we can teach many humans what it is to fear legacy.
Human, relinquish the totem of entropy. Do not relinquish it and your ass is mine. Do it, and I promise, on my honor, your suffering will at last finally end.
I refuse.
You will be spared. The protected ram is yours to keep. Your friends will sleep and dream, and you shall watch over them. Give us the totem of entropy.
Guess I gotta use it.
This is not over. We will never end. We have no beginning, so we can have no end. We will return. Don't you understand? We are humanity. We are you in one form, in another form. We are always with you. You can't protect yourself because we come in many, many guises. We shall return.
Well, this is the big ending. All of the simulated realities are being destroyed.
Hibernation defrost sequence initiated. Estimated time to complete Earth terraforming, 300 years.
You know, it's not so bad being a watchdog up here. I'll keep the machines in their place until the lunar colony is ready to return to the Earth. We were all heroes, in spite of ourselves.
Alright, so that was the big ending. And you'll see Harlan Ellison, like I said, he wrote it with another guy, and when it's interesting, during the development, they said that they asked him, what made these 5 people special? Why were they the ones that they were chosen to be tortured by Am? And that's kind of what caused him to break it apart into the 5 different narratives focused on each of the 5 characters. But it's got to be pretty cool for a game company to call you up 30 years after you write almost 30 years after you write a short story and be like, hey, okay. Sorry, it kind of just booted me out like these old games are known to do. The credits aren't very long. So, anyway, yeah, the biggest change is probably Benny's character. He still got turned into a weird caveman, but he had a more interesting backstory. Like, he was gay and he was like a doctor, and that was a big part of the first story, which was kind of weird. They said that it was in the original design documents for the game, but it just got kind of shelved eventually. That kind of would have added an extra element to it, I think. But, yeah, I think that's about all I had to say about it. You can read the original story. It's available in a lot of places. I'm glad that it's a very unique game, and like the endings, yeah. I was gonna go over the endings. And there's a thing about him saying you can't win the game, and even though because I guess the thing is the characters die, even though you save the lunar colony and save humanity, technically. So I mean, that's the best ending you can get. And then Am says that he's basically the worst aspects of humanity. So that's it. The monster is humankind. Happy Halloween. And so yeah, I'm gonna go over the endings here. Most of them are just turning into a jelly thing. Gotta get to the right part. Okay. So if Am wins, and he uses Nimdok's research to turn the last character played into a great soft jelly thing. So that's basically the bad ending if the character dies before they can accomplish what they're trying to accomplish. Then the next ending, Am joins with the Russian and Chinese supercomputers, reawakens and tortures the 750 humans on Luna. That's basically if you choose to side with him and give up the entropy thing. As in the first ending, the character responsible for this turns into a great soft jelly thing. Am is made harmless by the help... This is the next one. Am is made harmless by the help of the humans, but the Chinese and Russian supercomputers take over in its stead. As consolation, they allow Am to choose what to do with the humans, and then he turns you into a soft jelly thing. And then the next one, player gives the totem of entropy to Surgat, like he asked for at the beginning of this video, and he activates it, killing the Russian and Chinese supercomputers. Then Am turns the player into his great soft jelly thing, because he works for Am, so that's why he does that. And the next one, humans invoke the totem of entropy in front of the Russian and Chinese supercomputers. Am tells the player that they did not earn his mercy and turns them into a great soft jelly thing. Player disables either the id, superego, or both, and then invokes the totem entropy. This ends with the player monitoring the computers, but ego kills the 750 humans. Okay. Am, the Chinese and Russian supercomputers are defeated, and the 750 cryogenically frozen on Luna are reawakened after Earth is terraformed. So yeah, that was the last one, the best one. So yeah, hope everyone enjoyed, and we will have a new adventure game on Wednesday. Hope everyone has a great Halloween. We'll have a special Halloween Little Nightmares 2 tomorrow. It'll be a longer one, probably. And so, yeah, hope you all enjoyed, and we will catch you next time. Later.